today what we're going to do is we're going to keep talking about Flask, of course, but we'll talk about specifically converter and intro to Jinja, template inheritance and pass a parameter from Python to your Jinja. So that's a lot of stuff we're going to talk about, but let's go step by step. So, alright, so in last tutorial, I learned some basic ideas of how to set up simple Flask app, web app, how to create a simple route like we did. We actually created two routes, index route, just a slash, and then slash HTML route. And then today you're going to build on that idea. We are going to build on that idea. And if you haven't watched that tutorial, please go ahead and watch it and make sure you're going to link it down to the description below. And then also push these tutorial to the GitHub. You can also check out the GitHub tutorial, which is github.com/devwithme /flask-tutorial. Alright, so imagine this. You want to create a route that's basically greeting the people. So like, let's just say this. So I'm going to create a route. So let's call this /hello. Hello. And now what we'll say is return, let's just say hello. Hello world. And now if we run this app, I'm gonna make the terminal a little bit bigger. Okay, I do want the debug mode actually. So export Flask debug equals 1, Flask run. Alright. So now what we can do is we can go to 127.0, and now what you see, it's index route. So I'm gonna go to hello route. Now you see hello world get prints out. Alright. So well, that's pretty fun. But what if I want to pronounce specific name? Like user can actually like hyphen, let's say slash, like my name, for example. Like it's going to go 404 because we didn't create that route yet. Well, we can create it manually. So such as add app.route /hello / my name. Just say define hello my name. Now I can say return hello my name. And now let me see, where did I put it? Okay, no, not this. My desktop is a little bit messy. So if we go to 127, just gonna keep refreshing. Sometimes it does that. I don't know why. We can go to /hello / my name now. And now what you see is my name get printed out. But what if you want to do it for every person? So not just manually create. Like whenever a user put their name in, I can just say, okay, let's get printed out. Let's print out their name, saying hello, my name. So like we are using a placeholder of some sort. Well, this will we introduce you to the converter. So the converter is essentially a placeholder that's able to take in the route. So like doesn't have to strictly define what it is. As long as it matches the definition, I'm going to return it. It's going to pass in as a function parameter, and then you can use it. So to create a converter, you can say string. This is what we use because we're going to use string name. So you can also use int for integer, but you don't necessarily need this type. You can just use variable. Now what we need to do is it's going to send the this variable to this function. So we need to make sure we have name there. And now what we can do is return. I'm going to use f string by the way, I linked the f string into my blog post, which you can read more on that. And now I can put name here. Essentially, f string allows you to put to use Python code in the curly braces. And now, if we go here again, gonna keep type. So you can say my name here, and now if I say dev is me, and now you can see it says hello dev is me, hello, you can say world, and now you can see it says hello world. So this is how converter is being used. Yeah. So when a URL doesn't match this, I'm pretty sure string should be okay for everything. Because everything can be essentially represented as a string. Yeah. But when you're like doing an int and you substitute a string, you will get an 404 error because the route, it doesn't find the specific route. Because it doesn't have an int parameter. Let's create a function with a parameter that's get from here variable name and then return statement, which we use f string. Alright. But now, what if I want to use some Bootstrap? So like I want to use Bootstrap a success alert. So how can I do this? By the way, you can if you don't know Bootstrap is essentially a great tool. So you can go to getbootstrap.com. It's like a web framework for CSS, especially for the kind of people like me who hate CSS so much. Yeah. So what we can do is type search for alert, and we're gonna use this simple success alert. So I'm gonna copy the code here. I'm gonna leave it to the side actually right now. Alright. So I'm going to use Bootstrap. So I'm gonna create a new HTML here. Let's call it hello.html. But wait. So realize that hello.html and the index.html is really the same thing, right? Except I don't really have a Bootstrap here. So they have some commonality, like this doc type, HTML, body tag, head tag. Maybe I can even want to add the Bootstrap to both of these templates. So I can do that. Will now allow me to introduce you to template inheritance. Oh shoot, sorry. So template inheritance, basically from its name, it's inherit from an HTML file. So it's like similar to class inheritance. So you could really just copy and paste the code, but when your project get big, that's not really a great way to do it. So we can use template inheritance to simplify. So let's go ahead create a template called layout.html. Usually it calls name, but I use layout because that's what HTML learned, the name. So I'm gonna get used to it. Practically speaking, technically speaking, I can name it any whatever if I want. So this is going to contain all the required tag for HTML body. And now let me get the Bootstrap CDN. Bootstrap. Let's go ahead and copy this. Go ahead, put it here. So now in body tag, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do something fancy. So it's not really an HTML. It's another programming language. So if we say title, notice what I'm doing here. Block title and block. Block main and block. So what is here is we're creating some placeholder or variable. This is not a pure HTML anymore. It's a new programming language not really a programming language, it's a templating language called Jinja. That's Flask use. We're going to talk Jinja more in next tutorial. We're going to see how powerful Jinja is. But now, this is what we're going to do. So this is the information that you're going to have to specify. So create a title block and a main block that's going to have to specify whenever an inheritance some file from this HTML file. So now in hello.html, what I can type is same. It's always curly braces and 2%. It's always start with the curly braces, or then is either percentage sign or another curly braces based on what are you going to do. So you can say extend layout.html or whatever file you're using. And now you're gonna substitute the information such as block title. And now let's go say hello. Let me go get the Bootstrap Alert. So by the way, I'm filming this in a way that's a split screen. I'm not sure could you guys see it, but probably some stuff you should. So I'm doing this really quick. My side window. Alright, I'm gonna copy this. And now let me finish the block main. So another block, make sure to specify all required block. You can create as many blocks as you want, as far as I know. Block main. And then if you go opposite here. Alright. So now, because this is simple Bootstrap Alert. Now we're gonna go back to our app.py. So again, let's say return, let's say render template hello.html. And now if you try to refresh it, so let me go get these out. On my index route, and now if I say slash slash hello slash dev is me, what you will see is a simple Bootstrap alert that says just as some default content. Whoops, you shouldn't see this. Yeah. So if I can get this out, it's really complicated for moving stuff around. Sorry about that. So yeah, but another question raised is how do I actually like pass the information from this Python file to the Jinja template? Well, you can pass a parameter, but just using comma says name equals name. It's like context, so you can use this in Jinja also. So what's happening here? So name, the first name is represent the variable name that you were able to use in Jinja. Second name is the actual variable in Python. So now to use this, we can go to hello.html, and now we can say is hello. Now you can see we use two curly braces. This usually when we reference a variable. So you can say name. And now if we go here, we try again. And now you can see hello, David Mika prints out. Now if I say Jack, David, stuff like that, name like that, as you can see, it's successfully print out the name in a Bootstrap Alert. Alright, so that's all we're going to do in this tutorial. We talk about, just to recap, we talk about template inheritance, a little bit intro to Jinja, and how to pass parameter from Python script to Jinja. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Click on smash that like button. Yeah, so that's about it. We're gonna talk more Jinja in next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.